Greetings all and welcome back to Math in Anger. Today we're going to look at an example with variables. I want you to take a look at this. Right, I'm going to say we've got a Springbok game that's currently on in a rugby game that's currently going on, and most of you are already going to tell me, yeah, but we know that the Springboks are going to need 15 points in order to win this game. And yeah, you're absolutely right. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to write this using mathematical notation. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what you did in your mind. We're going to take a look at what you did, and then I'm going to show you how to write it. So, the first thing you did is you said, well, how many points do the Springboks need in order to win the game? And you said, well, okay, cool. That's what is the current points that the All Blacks have? And you said 19. And then you said, what is the current points of that the Springboks have? And you said 5. And then you went and you did a deduction. And you said, well, they need at least 14 points for a draw. But in order to win, if they wanted to win, they needed 1 point more, right? And then you went and did this. And you arrived at the answer 15. Now let's go and see how to do this, how to write it using mathematical notation with variables, right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the capital letter P is going to represent how many points the Springboks need in order to win the game. The lowercase letter a is going to represent how many points the All Blacks currently have. The lowercase letter s is going to represent the number of points that the Springboks currently have. And then I can go and write this. I can see P is equal to A minus S plus 1. Do you see that we wrote all of this business, everything we wrote out here, we did in a much more readable form, a much more usable form when it comes to mathematics. And now you can go and you can say 19 minus 5 plus 1 is equal to 14 plus 1, which is equal to 15. Right? See, that is how you use variables. It's all about writing what you are thinking in a compact way. Again, guys, your problem is not that you can't do math. You did this math. You did it. You just didn't know how to write it. Now you do. But let's take this a little bit further. Let's say that a try, we will represent a try. Let me just do this. We will represent that a try with the letter X, and conversion we will represent with the letter C, and a penalty kick we will represent with a lowercase p, and a drop goal we will represent with a lowercase d. And now you can go and do something like saying that in order to win, what they need to do is they need to score 3 tries. In other words, 3 because a try is worth 5 points. And then you can go and write something like this, where you say 3, 5 equals 15. Are you beginning to see the value of using variables and why it is important to understand how to use them? Right. Well, I'm going to leave this here. I'm pretty sure you now have a solid understanding of what a variable is and how we use them. I hope you learned something. I will see you in the next episode. Ciao.